And we're live. Hey, yeah, it's been a while to say the least,
Yeah. It's like we're
right?
busy or something.
No, I was like, I've been on the road for the last 3 weeks. Like, you're always busy. So,
Chaos.
yeah, kids and family and work, and my camera is all jacked up. I got all excited because we had one person watching. I'm like, oh, someone actually tuned in. They already left.
Oh man.
So,
Maybe I
here
should
we
shave.
are. Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, you are like a little scruffy.
It's true. I was lazy this weekend. Didn't get ready for work.
No?
So no. But yeah. So yesterday, Chris and I started texting, and there was a post on one of the local. Oh, Jason is here. All right, Jason's here.
Up, Jason.
We love Jason. So there was a post on one of our local guide pages, Sport Fish Colorado, which they do. We haven't ever gone on a guided trip with them. It is on the bucket list. We're going to make it happen at some point. They do a ton of stuff around here at Blue Mesa and up at Taylor. And they posted a picture of a massive lake trout, right? Like, I think it was 45 inch length or 40, something like that, with a 31-inch girth. Like, that fish is as big around as my waist. So this is massive fish. And yeah, it's too early. Jason's jump clapping us already for sure. All right. But then you go to the comment section, and it is just this barrage of people complaining about that this fish got killed. Which in our time together fishing, we have gone through this in different ways, I would say. We're going to dive into that. But so we just were texting and we're like, let's just go live tomorrow. Like, we're both off, and let's just see if we can piss some people off. So here we are. That's what we're going to see what happens, because we're going to talk some about catch and release fishing. So, Chris, first impressions on that fish and a few of the comments, which I actually have it ready so we could pull it up at some point. But go in to your initial response as we were talking yesterday.
My first initial response was, holy shit. And then, how do you get that thing? I don't know how to say this. How do you get it out
Through
of the
the hole.
water through the hole? Yeah. How do you get it through the hole? How do you get a 31-inch round fish through, I don't know, 10, 12 inches, maybe?
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. We're gonna try it. Yep. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. So this is the fish. Can you see that?
Yep.
Is it working? Yeah. So this is the fish. It was caught at Red Lake in Ontario, Canada, and Sports Fish Colorado just posted the pictures. So obviously you can see this fish was harvested and taken home, probably put on a mount. Like, that thing is just massive, huge fish, right? Well, the comment section immediately blew up about this, but I'm on the same page. Like, how did you get that thing out of there? It's just crazy. So there we go. But yeah, so here's this, trophy lake trout for sure, which you and I have had the privilege of catching a couple of those in our time as well. And I can remember, I'll give a little backstory. I can remember the first year we caught those. I mean, we were new to lake trout fishing, didn't know anything. It was you, me, one other guy. We all caught one. We all kept it, which is at Taylor Lake you can keep one per person over, I don't remember what the number is, 26 or something.
Yeah, 26, 28.
Yeah. So within the legal limit, caught the fish, kept it, all those things. And I don't even remember what the app was. But I remember posting a picture of the fish because I was like, yeah, and posted it on a fishing app. And within days had multiple like hate messages and death threats from anonymous people through Facebook. Like it was one of the most absurd things I have ever experienced in my life. And so I get feisty when people start, jumping in the comment section over a dead fish.
Yeah. I mean, first off, Facebook and social media is terrible for that. Like,
this is true.
I mean, I can't tell. I don't personally do it, but I don't understand it. Why people hop on there and just light other people up. But it is what it is, I guess. Personally, like, I don't, to each their own, right? And I guess this is one topic that I straddle the fence on repeatedly when it comes to whether you should, whether you shouldn't. Are you there? You kind of look like you froze.
I did. I think I'm back now. We had some technical difficulties there. We'll see. Am I back? No?
Yeah, kind of glitchy.
No? All right. Nothing. Perfect. This is going fantastic.
You're doing terrific. The bad part is he's the one running this show, and I don't know what people can see and what people can't. So here I am, just looking like a goober. Kind of awkward. Yep.
What about now?
Getting better.
Maybe?
Yeah, there you are.
Goodness gracious. All right. Well, we'll see how this goes. This could be short-lived. Yeah, you should have just, done like a rap or something.
I keep my M&M stuff to myself.
There you go. All right. So I didn't hear anything you said. So you got to go back and you were talking about social media and
yeah,
basically.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. I don't know why people get on there and light other people up for the decision they had nothing, they weren't a part of. They have no idea the entire story. They're basing everything off of maybe a 30-second video or a still photo.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Well, and so in this particular case, I thought it was super interesting. So you go to the Sportsfish Colorado page, and it is, 8 out of the 10 comments are people pissed off that this fish is dead. And then, there's a couple that are like, oh, amazing fish, whatever. You go to the page in Ontario that it was actually posted to, and everybody is just like congratulating them. Like, great fish, congratulations, like that's amazing, blah, 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 blah. Once in a lifetime, that kind of stuff. And it's a totally different feel between the two. And so I don't know if it's Colorado specific that people are just complete jerks when it comes to catch and release and like shaming other people, or if it's a US thing or what. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I'd have to make an actual decision on whether that was the right decision to make for those folks. I'd have to be there.
Meh.
But I don't know. What do you think about it here? What do you primarily do?
Well, I will say from the first time we went out after, the big Lakers, I have definitely grown more into the catch and release state. I think that's probably true for both of us. Like, if it's a trophy fish, I'm going to put it back in the water 9 out of 10 times. But if that fish is not going to survive me re-releasing it, then there's no point. Which, based on the looks of that fish in the pictures, I think that was the case. But I'm also not going to tell someone. I mean, if they're in their legal rights, like we had guys on this trip that, caught a fish over 27 inches and they wanted to keep it. Great. Like, you can keep one, do it. That's, there's people a lot smarter than me that have kind of gauged that fishery and what it can handle and made these regulations. And I think, if anything, the DOW errs on the side of being more conservative with what you can keep and can't keep. And so I feel like, they probably know what they're talking about. So
absolutely. For me, I think when we caught those the first time, I kept it. We cooked it up and ate it, and it was delicious, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so now I release pretty much all of them because I don't want to deal with them.
Right. Yeah.
Take my picture and put it back because I don't want to deal with the aftermath. It just, that's for me though.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, if they, I know there's the picture make amount from a photo thing now, but I mean, I also get, if you've spent 20 years of your life trying to catch one of those fish and you want to put it on your wall.
Do it.
Yeah. I feel like that's okay.
Yeah. It's funny though. I can appreciate how long it takes for a Laker to become a trophy size Laker, right?
Mm-hmm.
A decade or more, maybe 2 decades.
Yeah.
You get to that size. And so I understand that it takes a long time for that, but and big game animals are a shorter time for that to happen. But you don't see somebody that shoots a trophy elk and then have the comments blow up. Dude, you should have let that go so the rest of us could have seen it.
Right. Yeah. Well, there is, but it's not inside the same community. I think that's the difference.
That might be true.
Yeah, I mean, you get the people that are like, "Oh, why'd you kill that?"
To eat it,
but they're not the same people doing the same activity,
right?
And in fishing, we just crap on each other all the time for whatever it is.
You and I are guilty of that too.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, we've done it. We talk so much trash about fly fishermen; it's not even funny. Now, to be fair, I mean, my trash talking to fly fishermen is mostly out of jealousy. In that case,
unless they're tying knots, I'm not jealous of that.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't like it. But the guys that are actually good at it, it takes them 10 seconds and they're done. But so I get it. I just don't. I don't know. I have a hard time. Well, number one, you're never going to change anyone's mind on social media, and so it's all for your own personal benefit to get on there and blast someone. But
yeah, that to me still doesn't make any sense because I could get on somewhere and write a novel about how wrong whatever something was and post it, and it did nothing to change it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only reason you and I started to change our mind because of getting more invested, getting more, learning more, getting more educated, and starting to develop that but that was something we had to do on our own. It wasn't, someone saying, "Hey, jerk, why'd you kill that fish?"
Right.
That's not going to help anything.
Well, I think the focus shift too, right? So instead of catching one, now we're trying to develop a pattern and be able to kind of do it on demand almost.
Right. Yeah,
And so I think the focus is a lot different too.
for sure.
We've kind of surpassed that like blind luck fishing.
Right. I've got a question here. We got a question from a Chad Simpson. I'm going to let you field this one. So here you go.
What? Just smiling now. Nod, Chad. Nod.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're not airing that on any public forum in any way, shape, or form.
Nope. Just let that one go.
Actually, I think the reality is if your wife is willing to go fishing with you, done. Like, go.
Yep.
Like, you're in a good spot. So, terrible or not, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else we got here.
I don't either.
Don't be a jerk about catch and release fishing. If you want to change people's mind, try to educate, embrace, celebrate the fact that this person did something that they've probably been trying to do for, who knows how long. And
yeah, because it took us years to catch one.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know.
I want to figure out how to do it ice fishing.
You want to figure out how to catch something ice fishing.
This is true. I have yet to catch a fish ice fishing.
I guess we could dive back. We did get to go. We got our one ice fishing trip in of the season. That's usually about all we get to do. So went up to Blue Mesa. CJ took us up there. He may be filming a hunt for us this year, which would be cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a trophy elk hunt he's trying to film and is going to release it through 8 Times Up possibly. So
I'll go on that trip. Where is it? Do you know?
I don't remember. 58, 62. I don't know.
I don't either.
I'd have to look it up again. But yeah, he's teaching his son how to run the GoPro and stuff so that he can film the whole thing, which I'm like, you're a smarter man than I am. We need to train our kids to film for us.
Right.
But yeah. So, yeah, ice fishing.
I'm refusing to invest a ton of money in gear for ice fishing until I catch something. That's where I stand with ice fishing.
That didn't stop you from spending a crap ton of money on gear for boat fishing.
Yeah, that's true too.
That one's for Jordan.
Yeah.
She would have said it if she was here.
Oh, don't get her started. She'll make me cry.
Yeah. No, I just don't see myself ever going enough to really invest in ice fishing. I don't like the cold. So
but it just seems like a lot more work too than boat fishing.
I agree. Or even shore fishing.
Yeah.
You have to hike and
it's a lot more physical activity and yeah. I don't even know where the gym is.
Yeah. I think, for me, maybe there's guys that have it figured out. Obviously, this is where we need to go out with Sport Fish Colorado and see how they operate. Because when we've gone, especially at Blue, because the weather can turn so quick, you're always in a hut. And so you kind of pick your spot based on depth, drill your holes, and then you're in it.
Yeah.
Whether the fishing is good or bad, it's too much work to move.
I would agree with that. you and I pack like Paris Hilton to go fishing, especially ice fishing. So
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be one thing if you could pack up and move 200 yards and it'll only take you a couple minutes like it does on a boat.
Right.
But yeah, that ice fishing stuff is a lot of work.
Yeah, and I've been like the one time I went out with Jacob, like we didn't have a hut and the weather held, so you were able to, but then you're just like punching holes in like a 50-yard radius and
Right.
kind of bouncing around trying to find stuff. And that makes a little more sense. But man, it's tough if you're trying to stay out of the weather. Because last time we went, it was -12, -14 when we walked on the water. Like,
Yeah.
not sitting outside during that. Nope.
Yeah, and ice fishing is nice and relaxing, assuming you're in a hut and it's warm,
Hmm.
until the ice shifts and makes that loud boom popping noise. Oh my gosh. Like,
Yeah.
and I bet the ice was a good 18 inches thick or so when the last time we went. But when it makes that noise as it starts to warm up and kind of shift and stuff, like there was moments where I'm like, we're going in.
Yep. Time to go.
It's over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm not a huge fan of that part of it. For sure. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say about friggin' catch and release. I forgot about this. Friggin' Blue Mesa basically pays you to
Yeah.
take out lake trout. Like they want you to take out as many lake trout as possible.
Right.
Like I think that they may have a size on the upper side that it's restricted as well. I think that's true.
Well,
But
they did. They had tagged a bunch of lake trout and put like a chip or something in them, and then they had a competition. So like you could catch as many as you wanted, and then cut the heads off and put the heads somewhere with the DOW, and they'd scan it or something. Then they would actually pay you money if you
yeah,
had them that were chipped or whatever. So
yeah. And so
I don't
that
know if
was
they're
what
still doing that or not.
I don't know if they're doing that this year either, but that was one of the other things I thought of with this picture is like all these people are like blasting it. And it's like, what if that's like an invasive species in that lake? Like,
Yeah.
I have no idea like what's going on with this. Like, just because it's a big fish doesn't mean it's good for that water or like, you know.
Right.
And I get it. Like it's an old fish, 50-year, whatever. That fish has been there forever.
Oh,
But so I get it in some ways, but I'm also like you just don't know. Like you don't know enough to be spouting off. So
huh. Somebody made a comment after only not knowing the whole story.
yeah. Yeah.
I can think of other places that happens.
Constantly. Constantly. Yeah. I don't know. That I forgot about the Blue Mesa thing. We started talking about that. I was like, we have pictures of guys with 50 lake trout on the ice
Yeah.
a couple of years ago because they were trying to get rid of so many of them because
Yep.
it's killing off the salmon hatchery. So,
Yeah.
I've never been to Red Lake, Canada, so I don't know what the situation is there.
I don't either. My hunch is they've got plenty of those dinosaurs down at the bottom though.
Yeah, there's a good likelihood that they've got a few of those sitting around. And I mean, we've been going to Taylor for 15 years, 18 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like we've never caught a fish that big in 18 years. So
No.
they're not getting caught that often.
Right?
So yeah. I think they're doing okay.
Yeah. Good for that guy or whoever caught that fish. Good
Yeah.
for him.
For that family, whatever it was, that's a once in a lifetime experience for them.
Oh yeah. If they caught that last year, they're still talking about it.
Oh, definitely. They'll be talking, they'll be showing that picture. That's one of those like party stories where you're sitting around with a bunch of other fishermen and you just let everyone else go first.
Yeah.
You just sit there and just, oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Yeah. That's definitely a mic drop story.
Yep. Yeah.
And you don't like, if you catch that fish, that's the one fish you can catch and tell the story repeatedly, and you don't have to lie about it and make it bigger. It is what it is.
Right. Yeah.
So,
In your world, you just got to lie that you actually caught something.
this is true. Yeah. That's why every fish you catch always looks really like similar to the fish I catch, because I steal them when you're not looking. And
take another picture. Just
yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I had to live vicariously through the red boat this fall at Taylor. So
Team Red Boat. Yep. I won't quote what Team Red Boat was saying to Team Blue Boat, but
no, that's not necessary.
got the general gist.
But, yeah. What else? What else do we got coming up? Do we have anything?
Not unless you want to go into our new nets.
Oh, yeah, we need to get him on here, Greg, to come on here. Comanche, is that right? I'm gonna screw this up. I think it's Comanche. Let's see here. Comanche? Yeah. Comanche Rod Works. They are out of North Carolina. I had actually done a show for Greg that is the maker. They do custom rods, inshore fly rods, and they do nets. And so Greg actually just finished two, I think it's extra large head, 6 foot poles, custom with the 8 times up logo on them for us that should be here this week. I believe they should be showing up. So we're excited about that. And yeah, we're going to have to get Greg on here and talk about his business as well that he's doing, because there's some cool stuff. I want an inshore rod now bad too. So yeah, he's posted some cool ones where like put wood like oak on a lathe for like the handle parts and stuff, and yeah, they look they're sharp. So we'll see.
Did he make my net where it's gonna float?
We're both of us are gonna have to. I was thinking about like I may put just like figure out how to like have a clip on it that's on like an extra long bungee.
Yeah,
because that thing's too much of an investment to have it sink down to the bottom of the lake.
Oh, again?
Yeah. The first one was cheap, but
yeah,
I mean cheaper than this.
Yep. Yeah, no, they're nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I'm excited to see how they work. We got that.
Well, in order for the net to work, you actually have to catch a fish.
It's true. This is true. Right now, I've caught.
All right, I gotta go.
Twice as many as you have in the last 6 months. So,
yeah, this is true.
Yeah, not on the boat, but
damn that ice fishing.
We've got our Patreon swag, I believe, is like 2 or 3 weeks out now. We're kind of in a holding pattern waiting for our newest stuff to get shipped, but I saw an update today that it should be 2 weeks. So, which would be cool. If you're not a Patreon supporter, which I think if Jason's still on here, Jason is. But if anyone's watching this later, the only thing we're good at is putting out good stuff for the Patreon supporters. So here we go. Oh no, Jason. Yeah, Jason, second weekend in September. If you show up, you're in. Man, Bullfrog Marina, second weekend in September. We'll be there late Thursday night. Come on down. So yeah, it'll be Chris's first time at Lake Powell.
It will.
Yeah. So
I can't believe I've lived here so long and been into fishing for as long as I have and never been.
yeah, and it's not like it's 4 hours, 4.5 hours. It's less than that for you. It's like 3.5 hours for you.
Right. Yeah, no, I see boats and people going back and forth all the time, but never made the trip myself.
I guess there's our buddy Coley is possibly like a Cinco de Mayo trip down there too.
Oh,
I'm a little nervous about the wind in May in our boats.
yeah. That, and I think going with Coley and Cinco de Mayo could get a little rowdy.
Going with Coley anywhere gets a little rowdy.
Yeah, that might be a trip where you need bail money.
Well, you're pretty safe on Powell. I mean, bring life jackets and that kind of stuff. But yeah,
no, it'll be fun. It'll be good.
Yeah. All right.
So
I feel like we kept us way calmer than I thought we were going to.
Yeah.
We kept it pretty PC with the catch and release thing.
This is true. I kind of anticipated it was either going to go one of two ways. We're either going to keep it PC like we did, or we're going to light the world on fire.
Yeah, I guess we're still trying to be politically correct enough. We don't want people to hate us too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado's had a good winter too. So there may be water at Lake Powell this year.
As long as California doesn't try and steal it. Oh, that might.
Said it. Ugh. And all those guys definitely get angry about catch and release fish.
Oh, yeah. They're all fly fishermen too.
Friggin' Whiskey the Pooh yelling at us.
Yeah. Speaking of fly fishermen and big fish, we need to go over Coley's fish. That's the point.
Corey, if you're watching at any point, we're still waiting on the voiceover from Corey.
Yep.
And I think he actually told me I need to send him stuff again, and I haven't done that. So that may be on me by now. But
either way, we'll blame it on Corey. I've never met Corey, but it's fine. It's Corey.
Yeah. I think, do I still have that? Yeah. I do. Well, there it is.
Oh,
yeah. We'll just throw that teaser out there again because it's fun. But yeah, that video is coming soon. It's all edited. We have a really fun idea that we're gonna put together for it. Yeah, I don't know. It won't be your typical fishing video, so I'm excited about that.
I don't think any of ours are typical fishing videos because everybody else catches fish when they videotape it. We get on here and yammer on.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Well, if you want cool swag, go to patreon.com/8 times up outdoors. Also like, subscribe if you're watching this at any point. We actually have a couple of recent videos up that people should go check out. I did a build for my Humminbird fish finder to convert it for ice fishing. That was actually pretty cool. And it worked well. So that's good. And the underwater footage at Taylor is still our most popular video. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. So
we've gotten a few nasty comments on that one too.
Yeah, we have. That's one. Yeah, we could go down that road too. That's another night. The guy telling us that there's no fish over 30 inches there, and Coley caught one that was, but
yeah.
What do we know? So, all right. Well, we'll call it a night. I know you got to get out of here. So we actually jumped on and made a video. So we got that going for us. So
we're doing good things.
That's right. Till next time. That's your cue.
Oh, tight lines.
Cool cans. We'll see you next time.
See ya.